So Pretty Kitty. This is my vlog where I talk about all the things I love about sewing. Welcome back to my channel. Really excited this week. We are not even halfway through February yet, and I have made some lovely pieces I can't wait to show you. You have to excuse Jinx the cat is right over there, and minutes before I started this she was like, "You're not sitting in this chair, this is my chair." So if you jingle bells, let me come up here, Jinx. Say hello. Say hi. Yeah, not interested. Alright, you go on out then, because you're noisy. Off you go. Okay, so today's vlog. I have got, let me just check my list. About 6 things I think to show you. I've been on fire. First of all, I'll start by telling you what I'm wearing. This is a Nina Lee Southbank sweater dress. Oh, I can't talk today. Excuse me, I've got the mum bun going on as well. Unexpectedly by myself for a few minutes, so I thought I would do a quick vlog. The kids are at Granny's house. So I thought I'll nip in there and do it now because I'm not sure if I'm going to get a chance over the weekend. And of course I'm working more during sort of like office hours now, so I'm finding it a bit harder to squeeze the vlogs in. So yeah, I'm wearing my Nina Lee sweater dress. I'll stand up so you can see this is a lovely teal ponteroma. It's just a really comfy dress. I've been sewing in this today. I've been to food shopping, and someone was asking me about all my scarves in the comments in one of my last videos, and this is an H&M scarf from I think probably a couple of years ago now, but I'm a bit of a magpie when it comes to scarves. I've got loads, all different colours. I just think they make your outfit look a little bit more special. So yeah, so let's move on to the first make. You guys will know that I started a new job recently, which has given me all the excuses under the sun to make as many work-related outfits as I can possibly squeeze in, and I have done really quite well, I think. They all sort of coordinate. I've been wearing them to the office and feeling very smart and official in my clothes. So first off, I will show you a really nice staple skirt. It's black, unfortunately, so it's not going to show up too well on the vlog today, but it is, if you can just see there, a black ponteroma, which I got from Fabricland, and it's a pencil skirt, and this is the Bibi Skirt from Tilly and the Buttons book Stretch. So let me grab you a picture of this skirt out of the book so you can see what I'm talking about. I previously made the Bibi pinafore, which is lovely. That's always the way, isn't it? Okay, here we are. The Bibi skirt is a nice, straightforward ponteroma or double knit jersey skirt, which makes it really super comfy for work. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces and a waistband. It's really easy. It comes together super quick. I think I made this probably in about an hour. It fits really well. What I will do today is I will insert a twirl because the light's starting to fade, and I can never get far enough back for you guys to see this. So I will insert a twirl of me wearing it here. So yeah, really good, basic black skirt. What more can you say? I could make lots of these. I can see I probably need a navy blue one. I could probably do with a charcoal grey one. They go with most things. They're really comfy. The only thing I would say is that there's no elastic in the waistband. This is just like a yoga style waistband. So it's literally the strength of the ponte that's holding the skirt up. And after a day at work, the waistband does go a little bit saggy, which doesn't matter too much because it's never going to fall down because it's quite form-fitting. But I think with my next version, what I might do is just pop a bit of elastic in between those layers when I'm sewing the waistband up, just to give it a little bit more structure. So that's that one. That was my first make. So what did I make next? Oh, I know what I made next. So I am super, super, super pleased with this. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have already seen this skirt on Instagram. I'm obsessed with it. I'm afraid there may be some dancing coming up because when I wear it, it makes me want to dance. This is a NewLook pattern, so here it is here. It's NewLook K6843, and it's a really nice, simple skirt pattern. There's a couple of variations on here. You've got the options to make a more fitted pencil skirt style. I made version C, which is this one up here, but you also have more of an A-line shape down here, and this one is sort of more of a floaty skirt. This one's got slits on the side. I can't even remember where I got this. I may have got this pattern possibly in a magazine, maybe, because I'd kind of forgotten I had it. I was searching through my pattern stash to see what I had that would be suitable for workwear, and I come across this and thought, oh, I've never made that one. So I went for version C, and I made it out of, so if you go back and watch my Bust Your Stash video, you'll see that there's a whole bunch of fabrics that I had. Instead of doing make 9, I decided to do 9 fabrics out of my stash that really needed to be made up. And the lovely yellow, I don't even know what it is. I think it's some sort of wool acrylic maybe. It's definitely got some synthetic in it, but it is soft, so there could be a wool content, but it's this sort of mustard colour. And here it is. Look at this skirt. Now, I don't want to show off, but I lined this skirt. I've never lined a skirt before, just saying. I thought actually when I first made the shell, so they made the actual skirt up first without putting the waistband on, and I put a pair of tights on, and the fabric was kind of rubbing against my tights, and there's nothing worse than walking along and having to keep on putting your skirt down. Corduroy is dreadful for that, so if you ever make a corduroy skirt, unless it's really sort of a loose A-line skirt, if it's a form-fitting skirt, it will just ride up. And the same with this fabric. It's kind of like, I don't know if you can see there, it's got what they call a melange kind of effect to it, which means it's got kind of a creamy colour in it. I'm hoping you can see okay. The sun is rapidly descending, so I have to talk a bit quicker. It's got lovely darts, so it's got 2 darts in the front, and it's got 4 darts in the back, so that gives it a really nice shape. I lined it with the same fabric that, do you remember my fox coat? The sleeves were lined in this fabric, and I had quite a bit of it left, and luckily it is like the perfect match for this mustard colour. So I give my mum a quick phone because, you know, never lined a skirt before, thought I best check just to make sure. I kind of had an inkling that all you do is make another skirt exactly the same in lining fabric, and then before you put the waistband on and encase the 2 together, which was pretty much what I needed to do. You obviously put the inside, so the lining is right way out. So I mean, you can probably see I haven't washed this skirt yet, so some of the marker pen, you know, the water soluble marker pen, you can still see on some of these darts on the inside here. But yeah, so the inner skirt is the right way out and the outer skirt is the right way out, so they're wrong sides together, and literally just made 2 skirts exactly the same. I made the lining a tiny bit shorter than the outer skirt so that it wouldn't peep out when I'm walking around and stuff. I blind hemmed, so I don't see if you can see that, I hand hemmed this skirt. I'm very proud of it, can you tell? I put in an invisible zip, which is pretty invisible. Here we go. Look at that, look at that. And on the top here, I popped a little button I found in my stash. So this fabric, I mean, can you tell, the waistband is really narrow, so I was a bit sort of confused to begin with. I thought maybe I got it wrong and I had to cut 2 of these waistbands out, but no, it's meant to be this narrow. If you look at the packet, the waistband is a narrow one, but because this fabric is quite bulky, the suggestion is that you put a buttonhole in the back here, and there was no way that was going to happen. This fabric is too thick for that. My machine would have chewed that up. So what I decided to do was put a fake button on. So this is just sewn onto that bit, and then as you can see underneath here, I've put a hook and I've hand sewn a little loop there. And I have to say, I really enjoyed constructing this skirt. I used lots of techniques, lots of hand sewing. I made a super good job of it, and I can't wait to wear it to work. So I will insert, actually I'll probably show you the next item first, just before I put my video twirling, because it's a little bit of a dancey one and you'll see the next make. So, right. Sorry if I seem a bit out of breath. I'm trying to get this done before I get plunged into darkness and you can't see a thing. So, my next item that I made was the Mandyboat tee. So, if you listen to the Love to Sew podcast, which I do, I can't remember whether it's Caroline, one of the girls makes a lot of Mandyboat tees, and the Tessuti Fabrics, which are the company that produce the Mandyboat tee free pattern, you can just Google it and it'll come up. They have just redrafted it so that it includes more. It used to be a one size fits all, and now it's got, I'm not sure, I'd have to check, but there's at least 4 different sizes, if not more. Maybe 4 sizes. Anyway, so you can make this now and make it more specific to your body shape, which is awesome. And yeah, so I just downloaded the pattern. I found myself in our local fabric land and was just having a look, you know, didn't need anything. And this fabric print jersey, it just jumped out. It has kind of like, I don't know if you can see, but the background goes from light to sort of dark, which gives it a bit of depth, I think, for a leopard print. And it's an unusual, it's got just a lovely, I mean, the scale is nice, the fabric's lovely and soft. I think it's just a cotton jersey with a bit of spandex in it, to be fair. I've only washed it once so far and it's held up okay. So this is the Mandyboat tee. It's a nice boxy, loose-fitting t-shirt with tight sleeves. So the tight sleeves kind of offset the boxiness of the body or the bodice. So yeah, it's a lovely pattern. I've made 2 of these. I'll show you the other one in a minute. But first off, I will insert the embarrassing mum dancing of me wearing both the mustard skirt and this leopard print Mandyboat tee. Okay, so the next Mandyboat tee that I made was made using fabric that I had gotten at the Sew Swap It event that I ran with Lucy Bennett. If you go back in my archive of videos, you'll see that there's one called Sew Swap It, and that's when we arranged an event where people came along and brought their unwanted fabric and swapped it for things they did want and patterns and things like that. It was a really good day, and I came away with a, I don't know, 3 or 4 metre piece of this lovely grey and black jersey fabric. And I have already made, or I twirled the crossover style birder top, which was a couple of videos ago, out of this fabric. And as soon as I made the leopard print Mandyboat tee, I knew that I would want a stripy one. And I love wearing stripes, but stripe matching is a bit of a faff. I mean, it's not too bad, but you can't just run a t-shirt up. You've got to think about how you're going to cut the pattern out and line up the stripes and stuff. But it's satisfying when you get it done and it looks good. So this is the stripy version. It's quite long, as you can see, and the sleeves, and I'm just going to show you here the stripe matching because I am proud of it. What stripe matching? Look at that. Yeah, pleased with that one. So for a free pattern, I can definitely recommend the Mandyboat tee, and I can see I'll probably make a couple more. What I might do is I might downsize for the next one for summertime. I don't know whether I want quite so much fabric. It's nice to have a nice relaxed fit, but I might go down to the smaller size and see how that one turns out with my next one. So that's that. Let me just check my list a minute. Bibi Skirt. Bibi Skirt, oh, so 2 more sweatshirts. I have made, now, was it last video? No, the one where I unwrapped the fabric parcel from Luby Fabrics. I think that was 2 videos ago now. Go back to my list and you can see. I treated myself to some really lovely French terry, and I have made myself a lovely Nina Lee Southbank sweater. So I've made a couple of the dresses so far, and the dresses, I mean, don't know if you can see, I'll just move my scarf out the way. They come with this quite high, almost like a roll neck. And so to begin with, I made my Nina Lee sweater using this lovely French terry, and I put the big neck on it. And the first thing I did was try it on and think, yeah, something's wrong with this. There's too much fabric all up around here, and because it's quite a bold floral print, it was just overwhelming and I instantly didn't like it. And so I left it in my bedroom for the best part of a week thinking what to do with it, and then today I cut this neck, this large neck off, took about an inch and I think an inch and a quarter off the neckline, and then drafted my own neckband for it and made it look more like a normal looking sweatshirt, and I'm really pleased with it now. I think the fact that the flowers are a bit further away from my face is a bit less overwhelming. So yeah. Oh, the phone's ringing. Hang on 1 second. Right, sorry about that. The phone was ringing. It's Granny saying one of them wants to come home. So I'll just finish off today and then I'm going to go and pick him up. Anyway, where did I get to? My Nina Lee Southbank sweater. Yes. So the neckline I altered. So I took 1 1/4 inches off the original neck hole, or whatever the proper term is for that, and I drafted myself a neckband. So when I say drafted myself a neckband, all I did was I used a tape measure. I measured around the circumference of the hole that I had made. I then divided that by 100 and times it by 80 to get 80% of the neck hole opening. 80% is usually a pretty good percentage for a nice tight neckband that doesn't stick up. So as you can see, it's nice and flat. I used, I think, the Lindon sweater for an idea of how deep to make the neckband. And I'm much happier with this sweatshirt now that I have done that. And I will insert a twirl of me wearing it now. Okay, so the nice thing about the Nina Lee sweatshirt is it's got shaping on the side. So this is a much closer fitting. I don't know if you can see there. If I can show you. So it's got shaping which accommodates your hips a bit better, whereas the Lindon sweatshirt, which I'm moving on to next, is a more sort of standard box shaped sweatshirt. So this is more along the lines of a Tilly, mine's gone blank, Freya, or a Stella hoodie from the book stretch, because Tilly always usually puts in some nice shaping in the side seam. So the Nina Lee Southbank sweater is a thumbs up. First time making that one, so that's good. And as always, that fabric is absolutely super quality from Lubidi Fabrics, and I'll pop the details for her shop down below. So the last thing I've got to talk about today is a make that I didn't know I was going to make until today pretty much. I'm rubbish, you'll have noticed. I'm rubbish at planning stuff. I usually get taken over by inspiration. I've just got to make something there and then. And I popped into Fabricland the same day that I bought that leopard print jersey and saw this really, really lovely soft sweater knit. And it was really reasonable price. I think both of those together, and I got 1.5 meters maybe of the leopard print, and no, 1.5 meters of this one and 1 meter of the leopard print. I think came to about £9.98 or something. I think they're about £4.99 a metre. And this fabric I have in a different colour. So this is the Lindon Sweatshirt. You guys probably, if you watch lots of different people's vlogs, you'll know that the Lindon is kind of one of those sweatshirt patterns that most people have made. And I have made several versions of the Lindon Sweatshirt. This time round I downsized one size because this fabric is really soft and it's quite lightweight, and I knew it would be a bit baggier and a bit looser, so I went down one size. It's got lovely black stars. It's kind of a grey, charcoal grey with black stars all over it, and it's just a straightforward sweatshirt. It's got the cuff and the hemband, and yeah, it's really lovely and soft. I had some fabric from Fabricland which felt very similar, and it's a black, grey and cream, I think, fabric, very similar to this, which I made a simplicity pattern, the toaster sweater. I can't remember the pattern number now, but Sew House 7 released their pattern to simplicity, and yeah, so I've made one of those with the black, grey and cream sort of floral fabric, which is the same sort of fabric as this one. So yeah, I was thinking this would be really nice to wear with tracksuit bottoms, also look really lovely with black jeans, and because it's getting a bit more springy outside, the wider neckband, which is normally what puts me off about the Lindon, to be fair. I'm not much of a one for having a really wide neckband, especially if you can see your bra straps. That's not normally a good look. And the Lindon has got quite a wide neck, which is nice in spring and summer, not so good in winter because you can't really wear a t-shirt or anything underneath it because you can see it. So yeah, this was in preparation for the warm days ahead, and we've had a little bit of sunshine today, so I feel a bit more optimistic that it is coming. So right, I think that's all my makes. We're not even halfway through February yet, and I feel like I'm on a sewing roll. I have, if you don't follow me on Instagram, pop along, I'll put my handle down here, and have a look at some of the other pictures of things I've been making, because I have made a fabric flower for Valentine's Day for my mum, and some other bits and pieces. But don't worry, if you're not on Instagram, I will include that in the next video. Yeah, so, oh, it's getting dark. I'm sorry if, I hope the sound quality is good on this video, and I hope the lighting's okay and you can see all my makes. Please put comments down there. I love interacting with you guys and finding out what everyone thinks and what they're making, and press the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because it's really, really exciting to get more subscribers on board. And I noticed just pipped over 2,500 now, so that's really lovely. Thanks so much. If you have already, brilliant. Thanks so much for coming back, and if you like the video today, press the like button. Okay, I will see you next time with, I'm not sure. I think I might do something a little bit different next time. I'll have a think. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your sewing over the weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye!